All right, man, we back. Goodfellas Sports TV. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And yeah, man, I guess T.I. was on the Breakfast Club, and I put an article in the link to tell you at what minute he said it, and an interview and all that shit. They got it in manuscript and then video format on the Breakfast Club, and he was asked about his top 50 list that he had. All right, and this shit is subjective. All right, and you know, at the end of the day, about the top 50 list, it's hard for me to categorize 10 great rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like the greatest rappers. And it's all subjective. It's your opinion. But it's hard for me to categorize 10 of my favorite rappers. Because in my 10, it'd be Pac, Biggie, Nas, Jay, Rakim, LL Cool J. I mean, some people will say Scarface. I don't know. He's somewhere in that range. Could be. Cool G Rap can be in there. So it's real subjective, and it's to your era. You know what I'm saying? And unless you live through music when it was new and hot, you know, it's tough for you to kind of, you know, feel it. KRS-One, got to mention him. It's hard for you to feel it. And so rarely do the youth pay homage to the guys that came before them. But, you know, Big Daddy Kane, got to say him too. But he said Jay-Z, they had a conversation, and Jay-Z asked him, do you really think I'm the second best, greatest rapper? You know, do you really believe that? And Tip said, I really do. He said, maybe you know, eventually catch up to Pac. In my opinion, man, Jay-Z ain't better than Nas, man. You know, you talking about, like, he took so many fucking L's. Renegade, M, that's a debatable L, depending on how you break down Jay-Z verse. Took an L to Nas. Come on, man. And for him to think he had great impact, putting a lot of guys out, putting Beans out, putting the Diplomats and Cameron, Jim Jones and them out, and Young Guns and all of them. But one thing to really stick out about Jay being the greatest rapper alive is that he was not relevant when Biggie and Pac was alive. You know, during that time, Wu-Tang, I mean, and it's something a little bit more to that than him being relevant or not, because, you know, record labels, they wanted ownership, or they wanted royalties and ownership and shit, and record labels wasn't willing to do that, kind of like the Wu-Tang, where they wanted just a record label to sign the act, and then the individual rapper can go sign whatever record label he want to, and they wasn't willing to do that. And at the time, Jay-Z was an entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying? And him and Dame had an entrepreneurship attitude, so they wanted ownership. They didn't want to get fucked out that record deal, long story short. And that's why he really wasn't getting pushed like that. But when you go years back, Reasonable Doubt was a gem. But to be real, man, he can't be no bigger than Big to me. I don't care if Big only put out 2 albums. You know what I'm saying? He don't have 2 albums better than them. You could debate Blueprint. You could debate the Black Album. He has some really good albums out. If you was talking musically and longevity, only guy that really come close to matching him is LL Cool J. When you look at the longevity, 80s, 90s, early 2000s, you know, when you look at the longevity, 3 decades. Jay-Z, you could say he was, you know, 90s, 2000s, not this decade. So, but like, is it really that serious that T.I. has an opinion? You know what I'm saying? And it wouldn't bother me. A lot of people don't recognize Jay-Z as the GOAT. You know, he stole lyrics, he took L's. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I think he's a good rapper, but he ain't my GOAT. You know what I'm saying? I remember what Tupacalypse and Strictly for My Niggas, those were the foundation of Tupac's career. You know what I'm saying? He ain't touching Pac, and authentic neither. No, Pac music was one of a kind, bro. Pac had energy. Jay-Z was always that guy. He reminded you of J. Cole. You know what I'm saying? You know, Pac can go and then he can give you the middle of it. You know what I'm saying? Pac gave you game from the beginning to the end. Some of his reckless records, you still was feeling. You know what I'm saying? You still was, you know, feeling the, you know, you was feeling it. He had a message to it, and you know, it is what it is. But is that deep? Is Jay-Z that superficial? Real talk. To be bothered by that, and if it comes down to a lot of people, man, you know, wouldn't even put him number 1 in his borough. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people wouldn't. Great rapper, but he ain't number 1. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about the oh, you put out 10, 15 albums. That's cool. That's cool as hell. I mean, your longevity is great. Most rappers don't get that type of longevity, but to me, you know, his first album, Reasonable Doubt, was dope. Blueprint was dope. He had a lot of good dope albums, but for me, it's deeper than albums, man. Like, you look at Nas, he got considered one of the greatest rap albums of all time. Considered one of the greatest. Illmatic is like, it's a gem. And people say, well, I like, you know, still it was written better, but you go back to the day and time of that album, like, it was nothing that sounded like that before. The production, the bars, the coolness, like, it's still debatable with me, but you want to give it to Jay, I'm not going to argue with nobody. I love Jay. Love his music. I've been defending him on this channel with the NFL. I don't have nothing against him, but for him to really, I don't know if he said it in a joking manner, but him to bring it up, they talking about something else, and he brought it up. Like, you know, that's like T.I. saying, hey, what's going on with the NFL? You cooning? You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I'll put that article in the description. You can check it out. I got the interview and everything in it. But let me know what y'all think about it. One time for the one time. Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you got business questions, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. We down.